Today I fucked up by wearing my AirPods to a job interview and forgetting they had a mic. This happened a couple days ago and I'm still cringing thinking about it. I had a Zoom interview for a remote position. It was full-time, had benefits, seemed like a solid opportunity, so I actually took the time to prepare. Had my notes, practiced my answers, even changed into a decent shirt. Pajama pants still made the cut though. So I'm sitting there waiting for the host to join and I've got my AirPods in like always. Didn't even think twice. Zoom said, waiting for host, so I figured I had a minute to just relax. And for some reason I started talking to myself out loud. Not loud, just kind of mumbling pep talk stuff like, okay, just be normal. You got this. Don't ramble. Smile. Pretend like you have it together. Then I muttered, you're not a mess. You just look like one right now. And that's when I heard it. Hey, we can hear you by the way. No rush though. Turns out the interviewer had joined silently and Zoom defaulted to my AirPods mic, so I had been broadcasting my little self-deprecating pep talk straight into the meeting. I froze. Couldn't even think of a recovery. Just awkwardly laughed, turned on my camera, and tried to power through like nothing happened. Interview went okay, I think, but now the HR guy definitely knows I'm running mostly on vibes and caffeine. Too long did not read. Forgot my AirPods had a mic during the Zoom interview and accidentally gave the recruiter a live feed of my pre-interview meltdown. If I was interviewing someone, this happened at the beginning and they were able to pull it together and deliver a decent performance, I would consider it a plus. Shows resiliency or something. If I were an interviewer I absolutely wouldn't consider that a deal breaker. Awkward? Oh yeah, but not that bad I don't think, especially if the meat of the interview you perform solidly. As one who sometimes interviews I would count this as a plus. These would be marks of being aware of yourself, also making likely to be considerate of others. Self-deprecating, yet self-affirming. This makes me believe that you will constantly try harder. Even when performing well you will feel the need to do better. Likely to suffer from imposter syndrome. GIF, Giphy, BTVBUBRRJXWQ5GFVTM. Don't worry, everyone is running mostly on vibes and caffeine. Maybe a lil coke if you're in finance. Honestly, he was way too chill about it. Like, did he hear one line or my whole TED talk? Either way, I'm retiring my AirPods from all future Zoom calls. Today I fucked up by trying to do the right thing at work and accidentally making things worse. So this happened earlier this week, and I'm still getting crap from my coworkers for it, but here we go. I work in a medium-sized office where things are generally chill, but we've got this unspoken vibe of, don't rock the boat. One of my coworkers, let's call him Jake, has a habit of loudly talking over people in meetings. Like, blatantly steamrolling quieter folks and taking credit for ideas. It's been happening for a while, but I always figured it wasn't my place to step in. Well, this time during the team call, he completely shut down another colleague, who's new and was clearly nervous, and repeated her idea a few minutes later like it was his own. Everyone just awkwardly moved on. I don't know what came over me, but I just calmly said, I think that was actually new coworker's idea a minute ago, right? And tried to just keep the convo going. Jake went stone cold. The whole room went quiet. New coworker looked kind of shocked but gave me a little smile. Fast forward. Jake hasn't spoken to me since, and another coworker pulled me aside and said, you really embarrassed him. I didn't mean to start drama, I just couldn't sit there and let it slide anymore. Now I'm the office narc or something. Anyway, I guess my foo was trying to stand up for someone and accidentally putting a target on my back. Maybe should have handled it more tactfully? IDK. Too long did not read. Tried to call out a pattern of credit stealing in a meeting in the most chill way possible. Ended up making things awkward and mildly nuking office politics. Fast forward. Jake hasn't spoken to me since, and another coworker pulled me aside and said, you really embarrassed him. Your foo, in my opinion, is not standing your ground here. Double down and defend your stance. Tell that coworker that you don't care because it's the truth. I'm sorry if I sound harsh, but don't be a BTCH about it. It's his fault, not yours. You did good standing up. Fuck that workplace. Why should everyone cower before Jake? Not a fuck up. Own that shit. You did good. This is a win. Wrong sub I think. Assert dominance. Tread on this guy's toes. Make him squirm. Enjoy it. Show him you enjoy it. Make him beg for mercy. You didn't fuck up, you stood up to the loudmouth and rightly so. Your coworkers are the ones who are fucked up by letting this behavior continue. I would have stood and cheered you well done. Hands clapping, hands clapping, hands clapping. No good deed goes unpunished. I'm sure Jake is a reasonable human being who will thoughtfully review his actions and make better choices next time. Oh look, there's a flying pig going past my window.